Check this out, guys. New York slashing spending on asylum seeker services by another 10%. Mayor Adams of New York City is saying this. Okay, I'm actually pretty shocked to see that New York City is willing to slash spending on the migrants instead of pulling a Denver and slashing the city's budget, like the DMV, the Parks and Recs, and even the flowers. So what's going on here? Well, apparently Mayor Eric Adams is facing a lot of pressure from his own community. Many people in New York who voted him to office are just sick and tired every single day about the migrant crisis. New York is no longer the city it used to be. You got so many businesses, so many hedge funds. They're pretty tired as well of the migrant crisis. Crime is through the roof. Homelessness is everywhere. Many people are now moving to places like Miami for new types of hedge fund businesses and opening their funds and doing some trading. In fact, many of the banking companies, many of the millionaires, the deca millionaires, the centie millionaires, even the billionaires are all moving to Florida and Texas. New York City is doing really poorly. So this is why New York is slashing spending on the asylum seekers and the migrants, because if they keep doing this, if they keep increasing the budget for this, they're going broke. So many companies are leaving. So many rich people are taking their money. No wonder the mayor is freaking out a little bit. Sanctuary city migrants are facing spring evictions. Many are living in limbo. Now, one of the biggest things about the New York migrant crisis is they have so many freaking people. I mean, did New York have to take in like 100,000 migrants? I don't think so. I think New York could have done fine. They could have done a fantastic job if they took in 2,000 or 3,000 migrants. I think everyone would have been very happy. But now everyone's really mad because you're spending crazy amount of taxpayer dollars on these shelters. And the amount of spending, okay, it's a lot. But when you have no bid contracts and you're spending billions every year and nothing is being trickled down to the domestic homeless population or the domestic crime or shoplifting, that's when people start getting kind of angry. Adams also calls for an end to sanctuary cities as Manhattan and the rest of New York. They're struggling to care close to 200,000 migrants who have arrived in the last 18 months, and they're still taking in more people. Each migrant is very expensive. Now, basically, a lot of these sanctuary cities is spending all their attention, all their money and resources on the migrant crisis, which leaves behind a lot of other things like crime. And the cops, very, very thin, okay? They are overworked right now. We're also seeing crime is skyrocketing. Places in Chicago, South Side still has food deserts. They don't even get a few $1 million for a city-owned grocery store. And right now, everyone's mad about this. And it really was breaking point at one time because many Harlem residents were very mad as well. Because apparently a brand new condo building was being turned into a migrant shelter, whereas their own domestic homeless population in Harlem is skyrocketing. And there's also a $53 million no-bid contract. Eric Adams wants to give migrants $10,000 debit cards using taxpayer money to buy their own food. Many already have 3 meals a day. Some even live in very good hotels, like the Roosevelt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan. It's very expensive. These are nice hotels and fantastic locations. And we're going to be seeing a lot of these evictions starting. Now, these evictions, it's not going to be, oh, there's no more migrants in these shelters. It's because there's so many migrants coming in. They're going to have to evict the old ones and put the new ones in. And where did the old migrants go? Well, they live on the streets, right? Because there's not enough work permits for everyone. And right now, New Yorkers are not taking this anymore. They can't. They're going broke. Tourism is down. Crime is very high, especially in tourist-heavy areas like Times Square. Like every single week, there's always some sort of really crazy thing happening over there. What is New York going to do? It just seems like a lot of American cities. If you ask for a little bit of normal, challenge is impossible. This is why so many people are moving to Nevada, Texas, and Florida. It's almost like the only few states and cities left in America that's actually normal for once. So let's see what happens. Right now, a lot of migrants are facing evictions. We're also seeing the mayor almost kind of like forced to kind of do a U-turn on the sanctuary city and the migrant situation. Even New York governor is now saying to stop it with the massive inflow into New York City. They really can't take care of anyone. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below and see you later.